Hey, we are just about to get started, and looks like I think I have everything ready. I'm going to share my screen for just a second with you. For those of you that are jumping in and joining, we've got a few minutes. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat box. Let's see if I can move this just a little bit. So that I can still have this up. Here we go. Oopsies. I'm a little new to this particular platform, which is utilizing YouTube, so you'll have to bear with me a little bit as I get used to the hang of it. Let's see. All right, so if you are on with me, and would you just help me with getting started here? Would you let me know if you can actually see me on here, or if you're seeing my how to make money with doTERRA slide? If you're able to put your message in the chat box, that would be awesome. Because sometimes these things get away from me a little bit, and I think that I'm sharing my screen and my slides, and then I find out afterwards that people can't actually see me. All right, I'm going to check on our timing. We've got a couple more minutes, so I'm going to pop over to Facebook and make sure that everybody is bringing their questions from there. And our light is going down, so it'll probably get darker and darker. But this is actually a pretty quick business meeting we've got tonight, how to make money with doTERRA. So we won't be hanging out here. We won't be hanging out here too long. Hopefully it won't get completely dark on us. Alrighty. The other thing I'd love to know is if you can hear me very okay. Hopefully you hear me typing. Hear me okay? All right. Alrighty, so I just heard back from my mom. She said she can hear me and see the slide okay, which looks like we are good to go. We'll wait just a couple more minutes as everybody jumps on, and I'm excited to get going. Thanks for checking in here on a Monday night with me. I know that except for my friends in Australia and Hawaii. It's getting late everywhere else. So I know that it's bedtime, past bedtime, late for those of you on Eastern time. But I feel like this information is just really important to get a good grasp on. I'll tell you right off the bat before we get started that the wonderful thing about it is you don't actually have to understand it to make money with doTERRA. That's the fantastic thing. We do the steps, we get paid whether we actually understand how that works or not. But if you are interested in making money with doTERRA, it's good to know where it comes from. If you're interested in a business with doTERRA, it's good to be able to explain it to other people. And that's really my goal for you, is to be able to explain it to other people. So I'll just stop sharing just for a second so I can say hi and you can know that there's a real person behind these slides. It's kind of funny, I was looking at the slides and I probably made them like 4 years ago and they just worked for me. It's the same compensation plan. It's the same heart behind what I do. Hopefully I'll get my slides updated here pretty soon though, because they are a little dated. But it's amazing how much I've learned doing this business. Like, I had no reason to know how to do a PowerPoint before or care about font or anything like that. And because of what I've done with doTERRA, I have just gained all these other skills that I've been able to put to use in a lot of other areas. And one of those areas has been with our local trafficking victims care organization. It's called Priceless. And I get to volunteer with them and have got to use a little bit of my skills with them, not as many as I was hoping. I don't have as much time as I thought I would have. But I would have never even been able to do that if I hadn't learned things like this through doTERRA. So, all right, it looks like we are well into time. If other people aren't on here yet, they can catch the next one. So, all right, hopefully everybody can see my slide, how to make money with doTERRA. Like I said, my goal with this is both for those that are interested in making a little bit of extra money to cover your oils, which is totally legit, that you will understand how to do that a little bit better. And that those of you that are interested in making a business out of this, that you will understand how to do that better. If you're already making a business out of this, my goal is that you will understand how to explain how to get paid to those that you are bringing in and teaching, because I can't reach everybody, but you can. And hopefully this will give you some language and some clarity on how to do that. The first thing we need to do, though, is really validate what we have and what we want to do. So I'd love for you to think through this and ask yourself, do I have a hobby or do I have a business? Because doTERRA is set up to support both financially, but it's really important for our own mental, emotional well-being that we really validate where we're at so that we can be satisfied with both what we're putting in and what we're getting back. And oftentimes what happens mostly is people think they want to have a money-making doTERRA business, but then they realize that what they're putting in is actually on the hobby level. And so that's important, because if they're not earning what they want to earn, it's okay. It doesn't mean they're not doing anything wrong. It just means that what they're doing is a hobby. And if they would like to earn more, if they'd like to have a business, there's some things that they can do differently. So just to really clarify what I would love for you to understand from this is a hobby is something that's enjoyable, it's rewarding. It definitely costs money for supplies, and the deeper somebody gets into their hobby, the more high-end supplies they buy. It's something that they share with friends, and sometimes they occasionally make some money back. So, you know, I'm thinking of like quilters. Quilters often buy beautiful fabrics, and they spend time creating these quilts. And I have a friend that's a quilter, and her quilts get sold at these gorgeous art and quilt auctions. And every once in a while, she makes some money back from them. But that's not her goal. Her goal with what she does with quilting isn't to create a business with it. She fully understands that it's what she does that's rewarding and enjoyable to her. I'm thinking of, people that do these really cool wooden signs. They paint them, they're beautiful. I love to buy them. Um, they're fun, they host craft nights. What they make back pays for their hobby. They haven't turned it into a business. Now, some of those same kind of people and kind of things have turned what they do into a business. They've put a lot of time into understanding the market, in who to reach out to, in who to sell to, in what kind of things people want to buy, for what reason somebody would buy a quilt or a sign. They've brought on business partners to work alongside them. They've really educated themselves about the industry, and they're creating a secure income through it. So that's the exact same way it is with doTERRA. doTERRA is so wonderful. It is such a fantastic company to be a part of. The oils are so fantastic to use that there's millions, literally, of people doing doTERRA as a hobby. They love it. They're not interested in making money off it. They just love oils. They love sharing them with their friends. They love being around this positive community. I actually have a friend that is telling everybody, I don't care if you like the oils or not, just grab a doTERRA membership so you can be around this amazing community of people who are positive and want to make a difference in the world and align themselves with a company that is so committed to making every community that they go into a better place. It's well worth your $35 membership. Just jump on board, oils or not. And that's what we have within doTERRA. Okay, so it is absolutely amazing for community and for hobby. And every once in a while, maybe help a friend enroll, maybe sell some oils to somebody that doesn't have an account, make a little bit of money back or bottles with, or whatever. A business with doTERRA looks a lot different. The neat thing about a business is a lot of us that are doing doTERRA as a business didn't intend to. We had no idea when we bought our first kit that we would end up creating a huge business with this. It's like we knew we wanted some oils. We got them, and really quickly we saw there was a lot more to it than oils, and we could create something amazing. Now, a business with doTERRA takes a lot of time. doTERRA has actually one of the most generous compensation plans of any network marketing company you will find. However, it is set up to give the biggest rewards to the people that are really committed, and mostly committed to their team members, to teaching and to educating and to helping their team members be successful. That's pretty different than some other network marketing companies out there that are really heavy on the other side. There's a lot of money to be made up front, fast, first, not so much in the long term, and not so much any reward coming back from helping other people be successful. So when David Sterling created this compensation plan, he wanted to nail it the first time. He didn't want doTERRA to have to be like some of the other companies that change up their compensation plan, kind of pull the rug out from under their distributors. He wanted to nail it and get it right the first time. And he knew that creating community, education in the long term was where it was at, with where doTERRA was headed as a company, and where those of us that have chosen to partner with them and create a business around it want to go. So if you have a hobby with doTERRA, you are probably not going to be making a lot of money back, okay? Or at least maybe you're not going to be making back as much as you wish you were making, okay? If you have a business with doTERRA, you might feel like you are putting in a lot of time right now, like you are investing a lot, like you are so committed and you're not yet seeing a big return. That's okay, because businesses take time to secure an income. Did you know that with most restaurant startups, the general consensus is restaurants are not profitable for 20 years? Isn't that crazy? If you've got a $13 check from doTERRA, you are already way ahead of the game, okay? So just know that. Just know that there are different seasons. There's different things that what we do. But I really want you to be comfortable and validate what you're doing with doTERRA, okay? Now, there's 6 ways to make money with doTERRA. And before I get into these, let me back up here for just a second and tell you one more thing that, as somebody with a business in doTERRA, that I am always doing. That is that I am always learning more. And I'm always looking for the next way that I can do this better. So I have a lot of people come to me that are about silver rank. There are some high premiers that have been doing it for a while. Mostly it's around silver and then some golds. And they often come to me and they're like, Farrah, I don't know what to do next. I don't know how to grow. My business is kind of stagnating. I don't know what to do. They're not sure exactly where to invest their time. And that investment always needs to be in personal growth and development for themselves. And then in putting time into investing in some other ways to learn and to do this business. So even if you're at a place and you're joining me and you're like, Farrah, I've heard you do this 100 times before. I know how to make money with doTERRA. I just don't know what to do next. Just do the next right thing. I think that I have probably done more things in my business that haven't worked than things that have worked. And in between all of those things that haven't worked, every once in a while I've hit on one that has, and it's got me to where I am now. And where I am now is that my business is absolutely phenomenal, and I could take a year off if I wanted to, and it would not fluctuate or change whatsoever. In fact, we did that 2 years ago. So do the next right thing. There's always something to learn. All right, into making money with doTERRA. Some of the ways are great for hobbyists. Some are great for businesses. Some of them I don't recommend for those wanting to build a business. And some are going to take a long time for those with a hobby. So keep that in mind as we get into the next screen. You've probably all seen this before, but let me talk to you about it as far as it matters with whether you have a business or a hobby, okay? So if you've got a hobby, this first line is going to be for you, retail profit. If you've got a hobby, you're probably going to end up selling some oils to somebody that wants some, that hears that you have an account, hears you chatting about them, how much you love them. Absolutely, this is for you. Somebody wants oils, you sell them to them retail. You order them from your own back office for your 25% discount. You sell them to your friends for that 25% retail markup, and you've just made a little bit of money back, okay? Not a lot. On $100, you're going to make 25 bucks. That's going to pay for your shipping, your tax, and, half an oil. But hey, it pays for your shipping and your tax, and that's awesome. Retail is not the way you want to go if you're going to create a business. There's really no way that you can have enough retail customers, or that you would even want to do that, to create a big enough income for a business. I mean, you'd be like driving oils all over town daily. That's crazy. doTERRA set it up so you don't have to do that. If you have that many people that want oils, you help them get their own account set up, and you start structuring for a business. Does that make sense so far? If you logged in and you can just type in whether that makes sense for you, that'd be fantastic. If you have questions, I'll definitely answer them all at the end. All right, the Fast Start bonus. Fast Start is kind of great for both. If you've got a hobby and you enroll your mom or your sister or your best friend, you're going to get 20% back on all the products they order in their first 60 days. Now, that's kind of nice. They order a 100 PV kit, you're going to get 20 bucks back. That pays for all the oils you've been sharing with them over the last year, okay? If you teach them about oils and they love them and you help them order again next month, you're going to make another 20 bucks back. Now, this is great for somebody that wants a hobby, okay? This means you get a little bit of money back every once in a while. You actually end up helping your sister's best friend enroll. Your sister just got 20 bucks back and you got 10 back. So you're just kind of starting to branch out here, little by little, helping people. This is still hobby. Now, if you're building a business, this is great for you as well, because this is a little bit of money coming in to pay for your gas, babysitter, and maybe lunch on the road as you go enroll people, you hold classes, and help them enroll their friends. So let me make sure that we all understand how this works. If I help somebody enroll, I'm going to make back 20% on everything they order. That's called a Fast Start bonus. Everything they order in their first 60 days. If I help that person enroll somebody, they're going to make the 20% back, and I'm going to make 10. And if I help their friend enroll somebody, they're going to make 20%. My friend is going to make the 10, and I'm going to make 5%. So we actually get this little Fast Start bonus paid to us 3 levels deep. which is pretty nice. It really encourages that helping. It encourages us to train other people how to do this. It encourages us to hold classes for other people, help them order. I always know I'm going to get a little bit back, okay? So this is a great way. This is probably the very first money that you will ever make if you have a doTERRA business, is your fast start bonuses. And as your business grows, your fast start bonuses are going to be a nice little weekly bonus that are always going to trickle in, which is great because as you help your team members help their team members, you're going to get something back in a fast start every week, which is fantastic. I'm not a high enroller. Enrolling is not my strong point, but I still get fast starts between $100 and $300 every week because I help the people that I've enrolled, help the people that they've enrolled. And since it's grown to a lot of people, that comes back in a nice bonus for me every week. So let me just mention here real quick, enrollers versus nurturers. And my phone is going to ring. I apologize. It's just going to have to do its thing in the background because it'll just go until the answer machine clicks it. All right. In this business, we need to both enroll people and educate. But we actually don't have to be amazing at both. In fact, sometimes the people that are the highest enrollers, they're not very good at nurturing a team. It's not their strong point. So they need to get really good at quickly placing those people they've enrolled under people that are good at nurturing. They're great at answering questions on Facebook. They love creating community. They're good at making people feel appreciated. They're going to be there to help them out with whatever they need. Those of us that are not high enrollers, we're more of nurturers. We need to partner with some people that are either great at enrolling or we just need to continue to up-level our skills, okay? So I have a couple people on my team that are great at enrolling. And you know what? I don't mind helping take care of those people that they're enrolling because I know that they are part of my long-term business. And that's that third part over here. Actually, that's not the third part yet. It's the fourth part. I'm skipping ahead. The power of 3 bonus is the third part. So the power of 3 bonus is something that also great for hobbyists. You share your love of oils and doTERRA with your friends. You create a little community around them. In fact, I have a friend on the East Coast. She actually created a, she calls it a power of 3 club, where every month people all over in her community get together with 3 to 6 to 9 other people, and it's their power of 3 club. It's where they're all ordering their $100 worth of oils together. They're all excited about them. And the person running the club gets their power of 3 bonus. They've got at least 3 people under them ordering $100 a month. They're ordering their $100 a month. They love oils so much that if somebody's doing a bigger order, between them, they actually order $600 of oils a month. Or between them and everybody else on their front line and new enrollments that come in and a few retail sales. And they get their $50 back each month. Now, the purpose of my webinar tonight isn't to really deeply explain the power of 3 bonus to you. So if you have other questions, definitely ask the person that enrolled you or ask me and I'll explain it a little more. It's easier when you're looking at your own tree. But basically what I tell people is you need to think of this more as a power of 3 or 4 or 5. So you don't just have only 3 people under you. You might have 5 or 6 or 7 people that you've helped enroll. And of them, 3 of them are on the Loyalty Rewards program, ordering $100 a month or more. And there's other people that you've helped enroll that maybe order scattered once a month or, once every couple months. And between all of you, that's where your power of 3 comes in because you need that 600 team volume. And I always like to see several people on a front line so that it's not dependent on just you and 3 others to get that 600 team volume, because that's not fun. We don't ever want to push or pressure anybody at all. I have a whole nother teaching on how to help people order, on how to offer to pay for them to order a few extra oils so that you can tap into getting your $250 and your $1,500 bonus. And really the power of that is that when you're doing that, you're actually helping 3 other people get $50 back to pay for their oils. Or you're helping 3 other people get $250 back. And that starts to pay for your oils for sure, and then a little money left over. So when it gets down to the $250 bonus and the $1,500 bonus, this is when we're talking about a business. This is somebody that's actively running a business, that's actively helping several other people get their $50 bonus. It's actively helping several other people get their $250 bonus, okay? And that takes time. That takes a lot of educating. That takes explaining how oils work to people. That takes taking care of some of the bigger issues than just colds and flus, okay? When you have that many people ordering $100 a month or more in oils, at this point, we're taking care of some bigger things. We have people with epilepsy living a healthy life without seizures. We have people that came out of a deep, dark place that use their oils every day to make the world a little bit brighter place and life a little shinier, okay? We have people that are using oils every single day to maintain a level of comfort that before they were only able to maintain with a lot of pharmaceuticals. So that's where learning oils, understanding oils, and learning about health starts to come in. That's where the business comes in, is we have an opportunity to help people in a really long-term way that is very significant. And I'm not saying that it's not significant to help with a cold or a flu, but when you have the amount of people ordering that it takes to create a significant income, we're helping with well beyond that, okay? And that's where this part comes in. This is where when I said, I don't even remember what I said, when I said that longer term income that's coming in, that's what this page, and I know this page can be crazy. I know this can be a lot to look at. This can just look like, I am never going to understand that. I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. I will do my best to explain it to you very simply. This is where the business of doTERRA comes in. If you have a hobby, you might actually never make money in this portion. This is called your unilevel bonus. This is where you make money every month off of every order in your team, okay? And the people that you've helped enroll directly that are on your top line, after their first 60 days, when you're not making a fast start bonus off of them anymore, you're only going to make 2% off of everything they order. And that's not a lot. That's $2 on a $100 order. You've got 5 or 6 or 7 people on your front line, and 3 of them order a $100 order. That's fantastic for your power of 3 bonus, but that's only $6 in your unilevel, okay? And let's say you've helped a couple of them enroll their mom or their sister or their best friend. They're on your second or third level where you're earning 3% or 5%. That's awesome. That's $5 on a $100 order. Maybe you've got somebody there. Add that to your $6. That's $11. That's not business money. Okay, that's like hobby money that trickles in every once in a while. When you're building a business, really you don't pay attention to this very much in the beginning. You've got fast starts coming in. You're building to your $250 bonus. And you're starting to get a little bit back. It's nice to get $30 back or $50 on your unilevel bonus on your once a month check. But I would say it probably takes, let me think. I built this business hard and fast, and I think it took 6 or 8 months before I got an $800 check, okay? And I did go all in big time for this business. In general, people that are building a little bit slower, it's going to take a year or 2 years to build up to have helped enough people enroll, to help them help enough people enroll, to where you're growing a really nice sized team underneath you, to where you've got $10,000 in volume or $20,000 in volume, and you're getting back some nice checks every single month, okay? So that's where this is. That's those people that love oils, that are using them every month. Maybe they're not using them every month. They don't have to be. Just whoever orders that month, wherever they're at in your organization, you're going to get paid back a commission for them ordering. And this is where education comes in. This is where educating people about using oils for the big things, for the long-term things, for the chronic things comes in. This is where doTERRA has that super high retention rate, 65% and higher of people that have ever signed up with doTERRA still order. They're taking care of the big things. They're learning how to use their oils in many ways. And those of us that have been doing it for a while understand the power of that. We understand the power of this unilevel income. This is the residual income. That it doesn't matter if I ever get another fast start. It doesn't matter if I'm on the loyalty rewards program. It doesn't matter if I get my power of 3. If I order $100 this month, I'm still going to make this commission off of all the people under me, okay? And that's what adds up to an amazing business that is sustainable and profitable and residual, okay? And residual income is the dream of network marketing, right? If you think about your business, because I know that there's a lot of people from our business group on here. If you think about your business and think about what you would make if you stopped working for 6 months. If all you did was put in your order, you never checked on another person, you never cared about your power of 350, you never helped anybody else enroll, who would still be ordering? How much would they be ordering? What would your unilevel look like? That's your residual income right there, okay? If that's a lot less than you're making right now while you're really working, and you're totally okay with that, that is awesome. If you look at that and you're like, that is actually, I wonder who would still be ordering. I wonder what my check would look like if that was what I got. And you know how much you'd like to be making or you need to be making if you are ever forced to take 6 months off. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody, but life happens. I mean, stuff happens, and there's times that we need a residual income to be coming in, whether we're working our business or not. And I really encourage you to decide what you're going to do over the next 6 months to build up to that, to create a team that is educated enough about oils, that has builders in it that can explain the power of 3 bonus, that has people that love oils enough that are sharing them, that it will create a business for you that gives you that income, whether you take 6 months off or not. Does that make sense to you? All right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 ways to make money. Number 5 and 6 are in the bonuses, okay? So number 5 is doTERRA's bonus pools. If you reach the rank of Premier, so a Premier has 2 legs going. Each of those legs has at least $2,000 in volume. And between those 2 legs and the whole team, you've got $5,000 in volume. Now, doTERRA gives what they call an empowerment bonus to everybody that makes Premier and also gets 1 enrollment in the month. So if you're Premier and you enroll 1 person this month, you qualify for that empowerment bonus. And what that empowerment bonus is that is a slice of a share of company profits. You and all the other Premiers and Silvers across the company get to share in doTERRA's company profits for this month. That's called profit sharing. And I think that is absolutely amazing that as moms, as women, as stay-at-home moms that are figuring this thing out, we have the opportunity to profit share with a billion-dollar company. That does not happen very often, okay? It doesn't. If you've been looking for a way to get your husband on board, explain profit shares to him. Now, it might not seem like a big deal when that profit share is $150 a month when you're a Premier or a Silver, but it's still $150. It's a slice of the profits of this company. It gets significant when you get 5 shares, okay? When you get 5 shares as a goal and your profit share is $500 to $700, that's a significant profit share of this company. As a Platinum, when you get 10 shares and you're getting $1,500 a month in profit sharing, that's really significant. That's suit and tie corporate world kind of stuff that guys go out and work for, okay? People go to college to work for companies that they can get a profit share like this from. Diamond level profit share, $3,500 a month, is phenomenal. It is something that I don't know of any company that I could go to work for as a mom with no college education, start and be getting a $3,500 a month profit share from. Just absolutely amazing. So that's actually the 5th way to make money with doTERRA. And I absolutely encourage everybody, whether you have a hobby or a business, because I believe that if you have a hobby, you can share with your friends and help them share to the point where you get to Premier. I believe that. I believe everybody can maintain Premier. And I want everybody to profit share with doTERRA. Okay? You deserve it. You are sharing their oils. You're sharing the love of these oils with people, and you deserve a little slice of the profits from them. So I absolutely believe that everybody can reach Premier that actually wants to. Okay. Now it actually takes work. People that are going to maintain anything over silver, if you're going to maintain gold or higher, you've got a business, and you've got a business that you're going to show up to several days a week and go to work in. But I didn't ever think that was something that I wanted as a mom. But I'll tell you a few things I don't do. I don't watch TV. Okay. I do not spend time watching TV. I spend time in my business. I don't play games on my phone. I spend time in my business. My daughter went to school last year. We don't generally do public school, but she went to school last year. It was the right thing for her to do last year. It was the perfect time, 5th grade. And I would pull up in the pickup line every day after school. And I would be sitting there with 20 other cars around me with moms and dads. And they were doing one thing. I bet you can all guess what it is. They were all looking at their cell phone. And I just thought to myself, I hope that you are all running $1 million business off of your cell phone right now. Because if not, what are you doing on there that is so important that you are looking at your cell phone while you are in the pickup line of your kid's school? Okay? People are doing it every single day. And they could be running $1 million business. So I know we need them. I know that we got to stay connected. I mean, I just made appointments for my dogs to get groomed before winter, and checked in on a Rolfing appointment for my husband, and checked in with the dentist, all from my cell phone. So I'm not denying the cell phone use. I'm just telling you that there is generally ample time in our life to run a business if we're willing to give up a few of the other things, okay? And for me, you know, like I said, I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. That's not my thing. I play in my back office. That's where my entertainment comes from. All right. If you're new and you're joining us from the DT Aurora group, and you're like, all right, Farrah, I hear that there's ways to make money. Where do I go to learn? Really, doTERRA.com has the stuff. doTERRA.com, I think, is an underutilized website for people that are interested in the business. It's actually packed with information, okay? doTERRA has a YouTube channel that's packed with information. They have a science blog that is packed with information. And then, if you're really serious about a business, there's what is called the Emerge Business Training. And somebody could maybe pop up in the comments a link to how to find the Emerge Business Training. If you're interested in a business, I actually teach their first 6 weeks. And I know I need to get 7 and 8 in there. Their first 6 to 8 weeks of training absolutely free in our business builders group, Aurora Essential Builders, if you're interested in that. But this is the place to start. Every step of the way is mapped out. There is no magical thing here. There's nothing that somebody like me or somebody that's a Premier or a Silver or a Gold has tapped into or found that we're not sharing. Okay, we don't have any secret any secret website, any secret book. This is it. It is all out there for everybody to take hold of and go forward with. And then what we have in my Aurora Essentials Builder group is a place to ask the questions and to break it down and to look at what to do next and that sort of thing. And I know, I mean, this slide is super lame. And you're like, Farrah, come on, give me something a little better. This is it. doTERRA has provided us with the most amazing products that are changing people's lives. And everybody that wants to can make a business with them. Okay, there is no better way to create a business than with somebody that is up-leveling people's lives for the better. All right, and there it is. There's no one right way to make money in doTERRA, but seeing that reminds me that I didn't tell you way number 7 to make money in doTERRA. Way number 7 to make money in doTERRA is actually to be a founder in another country. So a new country that doTERRA is just opening. And 99.9% of us are never going to do this, but I'm talking to the one of you that is going to do this, okay? There are countries that are not open right now for doTERRA, but you might have family members there who get started in business. Brazil, Philippines, South Africa, Russia. They're all over the place, countries that are not open and that are going to be opening. And so the way to become a founder is to be one of the first certain number of people that make it to gold. It's usually gold in that country. If you've already got a team going, it's to have a significant portion of your legs growing in that country. Hit me up for some more information if you think that you are that person and you want to be a founder, or you have a friend or a family member in another country that isn't open yet to be a founder in. You can look at the countries that are open just through your own back office. If you go like you're going to enroll somebody as a wellness advocate, you can click on the list of countries available. All of those countries that are already open and available have their founders. So it's the new countries that don't yet. And did you know you can enroll and build a business in any country in the world? It doesn't have to be open and official yet. And that's actually how you get your foot in the door to be a founder. All right, enough on that. Let's get moving a little faster here. I actually am taking a little longer than I intended to, but I hope that this is relevant information for you. All right, there isn't any one right, perfect way to make money with doTERRA. If you ever looked at the Enneagram is a way to kind of categorize personalities, and I'm a 7 on the Enneagram. So it means I get bored quick, okay? I want something new and fun and fresh. And I have never got bored with doTERRA. There are so many different avenues to go. There's so many different people to talk to and ways to talk to people that I imagine that I'll never get bored with doTERRA. There's a lot of ways to do this. However, those that have paved the way and built successful businesses have done some things according to their own style, but really they've done it within the model that doTERRA already has set up. And what that is what we talked about to begin with. So let me tell you something that doesn't work. Let's say you're like, I want to build a doTERRA business. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put oils in a gift basket with some other products and handmade things, and I'm going to sell gift baskets. Okay, what you're doing when you're selling gift baskets that also include doTERRA oils is you're actually running a different kind of business altogether. And if you're not making the kind of money that is available to be made in doTERRA's compensation plan, it's because you're not actually running a doTERRA business, which is enrolling people, showing them how to use the products, teaching them how to share with their friends. You're actually running a side business with doTERRA's products in it, okay? So go with your own style. That's the fantastic thing about it. But doTERRA's given us a sound business plan, and we definitely don't need to reinvent the wheel, okay? So what I suggest is that you start out making money within the structure that doTERRA set up. Create a business within this amazing structure that doTERRA set up. Let them do the hard work, okay? Let them do the product sourcing and packaging and labeling and shipping and legal side. Just make money from them, okay? No need to reinvent the wheel here, all right? I actually don't know how many more slides I have for you. So if you have questions, feel free to pop them in, like I said, because I'll start looking at those just in a minute here. Because here's the thing, and I love this slide. It doesn't matter what your style is. It doesn't matter if you're a high enroller or if you're more of a nurturer. We don't all have to be best friends to sell oils or to make money in doTERRA. We don't have to be like super gushy or mushy or anything like that, but we do need to be genuine and trustworthy, because people are going to buy products and enroll from those that they know, like, and trust. Honestly, if you take away 3 words from this webinar tonight, let it be that. Know, like, and trust. I live in a teeny tiny town out in the woods in Alaska, and it takes me 3 hours to get to Anchorage through the mountains. And it takes a plane ride for 4 hours to Seattle to get anywhere out of Alaska. So I still built a diamond business from here. And honestly, I don't know if I could have done it as well anywhere else, because I grew up in this town and I am known, liked, and trusted by a lot of people. So my success didn't come from all of a sudden grabbing oils and telling all my friends about them for 2 years. My success came from 30 years of building relationships here. And then when I got oils in my hands and I was excited to share them with people, they were excited to receive them from me. And when I said, oh my gosh, we have to do this together, let's do it, of course my mom and my best friend jumped on board, of course, just like I would with them if they brought me something legit, okay? I'm not gonna go sign up with everybody else's other network marketing company. There was something really special about doTERRA, and if you're on here, you know what that is, okay? It's something that's almost tangible, what we have with doTERRA. It's amazing. I tell everybody I built my business on friendship and generosity, and that is absolutely true. And Brett's not in the room, so I can say this about him, and actually he would chuckle now. But because I understood the business before he jumped on board with me, there was a lot I understood about generosity that he didn't quite get. And one of my friends summed it up really well, and I wish I could remember the words she used for what I do and how I help people get oils. And I make it really easy for them. I'm not going to squabble over 67 cents in tax. Honestly, if somebody's, oils they order from me is $20.67, it's $20 because I know that my mommy friends do not necessarily have 67 cents in their purse. And it's much easier for them to hand me a 20 and go on their way than to stand there with my kids tugging on me and their babies crying and be like, well, actually it's $20.67, okay? 67 cents does not matter in your business. You're not going to make a business out of whether or not you charge somebody the 67 cents in tax or not. You're going to make a business out of making this easy and wonderful for other people to get oils, and you're going to make thousands of dollars later, okay? And 67 cents isn't going to matter. I kind of make a big deal about that because it was a big deal between me and Brett at the beginning. But we weren't running a retail shop, and 67 cents didn't matter. I knew that what mattered was that people had an experience with these oils and that I made them easy and fun to get, okay? So there's things that I don't do in my business because I want to love it, and I don't want to have a knot in the pit of my stomach. I'm actually not comfortable calling somebody that I don't know. So I don't do it. I don't make cold calls to people. I actually don't sell oils to people that aren't my friends. And I had a friend that was actually shocked that I said that. I'm like, no, that's uncomfortable to me. I'm going to be their friend. If there's somebody I want to share oils with or that I want to partner with me in this business, I'm going to sell oils to them. But we're going to be friends first, okay? Because I don't want it to be uncomfortable. There's things that other people do that are comfortable for them that aren't comfortable for me, okay? But in general, friendship and generosity is where I went with this. You can take it and go anywhere that you want with it, okay? And you know what? If you are most comfortable in the details and you love recording details, being exactly accurate and on it, and that's something that you enjoy, and you don't care how fast or slow your business grows, I'm not saying don't be detailed, but I'm saying understand that there's a bigger picture to what we do, okay? All right, this you don't need from me. This I got started sharing with everybody I knew, okay? And there's a way to share with everyone, okay? You don't need a list from me of who to share with, but if you're stagnant and you're stuck, come back to this list. When's the last time you joined a club or an activity? Maybe you've been sharing doTERRA with people for 3 years and you feel like you're out of people to share with. You might actually be out of people to share with. It's time to go join somebody's Bible study. It's time to join a club. It's time to volunteer at your local food bank. It's time to volunteer at an elementary school. You know why? Because you're going to be out and about with your community and running into other people and making connections. And in fact, I think volunteering is one of the best ways because you're rubbing shoulders with and side by side with other people that are outgoing and community minded, okay? So if you tell me you're out of people to connect with, I'm gonna ask you where you're serving in your community, where you're volunteering, what you're doing to grow yourself, okay? There's never, ever a reason to run out of people to share with. But there's ways to share all the time. If you're joining this and you haven't actually thought about doing doTERRA as a business before, or getting your oils paid for, and you're like, Farrah, I hear what you're saying. I would love to get some of my oils paid for, but I don't even know where to start. This is it. You know what? I've gone to my friends' kids' volleyball games. I've gone to my friends' kids' soccer games. I've gone to football games. I carry Deep Blue with me, okay? I don't even have kids that play those sports, but I go and I make connections and I share. When I know people are going to be coming up for Christmas or visiting in the summer, I make it a point to get over there and to visit them and see them. I carry my oils everywhere. I use my oils everywhere, okay? My friend Jane, I'm pretty sure enrolled somebody from someone that came to her garage sale, actually, okay? There's just like all kinds of times. And this is my all-time favorite one at the bottom, and it is get a job. And get a job because you are going to meet a lot of people and you won't be desperate for a doTERRA income. I actually think that if more people that wanted to do doTERRA as a business got a job, they would actually grow their doTERRA business faster than they would thinking that they're going to put all this time into their business because they don't have a job. If you just stay home all day, it's kind of hard to find people to share with. All right, this is my last slide. And this is my, let me see, I'm not sure how I want to say this. This is for team leaders. If you are on here and you want to teach doTERRA as a business to your team, or if you're like, man, I don't know why more people don't want to do this with me. Look at them. They've got a bunch of people under them. If you've got somebody that has a little hobby business going, or they want to build a business and their tree looks like this with 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 people on it, please, please, please remember that they are not making money yet, okay? They might be making $20 back, but if it's not worth it to them to run a $100 order, and you look at this little tree of theirs and you're like, I can't believe it. Why wouldn't they run a $100 order? They've got a team. It's because it's not always worth spending $100 or more to make back 18. That's actually a bad business move, okay? That's somebody with a hobby so far, and they're not actually making a profit back yet. If you have questions about that, definitely ask me, because I want everybody in our team to be valued and loved and to be free to do exactly what they want with doTERRA. I want them to be free to order or to not order, to share or not share, to build or not build. And when we start thinking that they're making money when they're not, is when we put a little pressure on them that they absolutely don't deserve. So I love to put this out here, especially when it's things that I also share with other teams, because you guys know this, but we need to share this with other teams as well, because it breaks my heart when I hear people say, oh my gosh, Farrah, I thought that I had to order $100 every month. That's what my upline said. And I'm like, no. There are no have-tos in doTERRA, okay? None at all. You get to take advantage of this if you want to. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. All right, that's what I have for you on the business basics of making money with doTERRA. I really thank you for being on here with me tonight. I'm going to see if I can close this out so that I can see you, or at least you can see me, so I can say good night to you, and that I hope that you have a wonderful evening. And please message me if you have any questions on it. I'm actually going to leave this up on YouTube for, I don't know, a while, probably. I'll rewatch it if I really, think it's rotten. I'll take it down, but otherwise I'll leave it up so that you can share it with your team members. You can share it with your spouses. If they have any questions, Brett is always willing to jump on the phone or chat with a spouse if they need a guy's insight into this. Definitely take advantage of having him in your upline. He gives some pretty hilarious advice. We're about to make a video with some most recent advice. Anyway, watch for that coming. But alrighty, that's all I have for you. I hope you have a lovely, wonderful